Alright everybody, I'm back with another pickup video. As you know, my name is Trav. You can find me on Twitter at Trav Plays Games. It's been a long time since I've done this, and I picked up some games I have never seen before and I don't know much about, so let's get right into it. Starting off with The Need for Speed on the 3DO, and of course this one looks like it might have survived a hurricane flood. But it is all in there. I already had the manual for this. Open this up here. As you can see inside, there is no manual. There is the disc, of course. The manual will go here. I do already have the manual and some stuff there. If you don't know, the Need for Speed is probably, my guess, is a straight to DVD sequel of Speed 2. And this is when they needed more speed. That boat was almost fast enough, but this time they decided to skip buses and big boats, go straight to sports cars. So I hear this one's pretty good. So there's the Need for Speed there on the 3DO. Up next here I have Sonic the Hedgehog 3 for the Sega Genesis. And here you see, of course, Sonic there. In the background you can see the Wily Robotnik guy and his I guess his bubble float, and Tails here with his two tails. No one knows how many buttholes he has, but he definitely has two tails. I know this can be played with, you can use Knuckles in it, which is good, because before that you could not use Knuckles, because you only had noodles for fingers. This has no manual in it, just the cartridge. Just the cartridge there. I don't know who's peeking back here, though. I don't know who that is. It looks like Marvin the Martian might be trying to spy Sonic there. So I've picked up this game as well. I have started the Video Games Monthly subscription box, and one of the games that came with that was Tetris Attack. I did sign up for Game Boy. Hopefully you can see that there. And this game, it's not actually a game. You just attack other people with this cartridge. You throw it like a ninja star. That's why they call it Tetris Attack. Then I also got a Game Gear game called Desert Speed Trap. Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote, they're all the time trying to murder one another. There's a buzzard there. He's just in it to see what's up. He wants to see what's going on. I don't know if he might just be a spectator. I don't think he's involved in this spat. But this game I don't know much about, but it is on the Game Gear. As you'd imagine, it's probably these two characters trying to ruthlessly wipe the other off the planet. I got Final Fantasy 3 here. It's for the Super Nintendo. I beat the second one a couple years back. I thought it was okay. People say this one is the best one. And this, as you know, is the final one. They finally, on the third one, said, that's it. We're done. We're only going to make 3 of these. So this is the last one here, Final Fantasy 3. Maybe there's a little snowman in there. Is that a snowman? I don't know. You tell me. Looking forward to playing it, though. Here's a weird one. This one is called Burai Fighter for the NES. It has a giant, what looks to me to be a snake-headed dragon, or a snake-bodied dragon, and a spaceman. Look here. Spaceman there. And he's got some orbs around him. And I guess that means he's powerful. So he's trying to get inside this guy's mouth. And you're going to fight inside this guy. This might be a Burai here. And this is your fighter. So looking forward to playing this one as well. This here is Super Off-Road. Sometimes when you're into driving a lot, you get real tired of just being on roads all the time. And so it's good sometimes to leave the road and do some things outside the road. And this goes way off the road. It's super off the road. And also, as if it were a taco with sour cream, it's Baja style. So this is probably a real creamy version of being off-road. So you could probably imagine what this game is all about. This game here is called Monster in My Pocket. And this game is about, you put these little tiny toy monsters in your pocket, as you can see here, and you throw them at unsuspecting people on the street. So you see someone walking around, you can it's like Paperboy, but with tiny plastic monsters. And that's my best guess for this one. But this is complete in box. I got a really good deal on it, which is why I own it, because I'm very cheap. and very poor. Look, it's not a perfect thing, but it is good enough for me. This is Jackie Chan, Action Kung Fu. A lot of people don't know that this was based on the original script for Rush Hour 2. Chris Tucker's likeness couldn't be procured for this, so they just used Jackie. He has a really good haircut back then. It's not close crop. Looks like he's got a nice part. And this is just action kung fu, not your inaction kung fu, okay? So this is supposed to be a really good game. Looking forward to playing that one. I got Bomberman 2 for the NES. This is a high dollar game that I wanted for a long time. I think it's supposed to be Bomberman also, because there's already a Bomberman on the NES, and he looks a little different than this guy. This guy looks to be, I don't know, kind of fat. But yeah, and he's fighting all these things, man. So, pretty cool stuff. Next up is Metal Storm. I got a good deal on this because somebody wrote how many times it took their parents to conceive them. It was 95 times, I guess. The back looks good, but who cares about that side? This side is the important part. Really good end label. Metal Storm is supposed to be a game about this guy, and he's trying to survive what I can imagine is the worst kind of storm, which would be a metal storm. I don't know that there's a helmet good enough for that. Next up, I got Fire in Ice. I don't think you want to put... I don't know if you can put fire in ice. You might could put like ice in a fire, but fire is not so much something you can piece apart and transport to another location as easily as you could ice. These two items are usually never found at the same time, and when one is near the other will usually suffer. So I'm excited to see how these two things get along. Up next is Contra Force. This is a game that has a Contra name, and they forced the Contra name on the game because it's not Contra at all. This is a game completely not Contra. They should have called it Notra. It's not great. It is okay if you hate yourself. The last thing I'm going to show you guys today is Landstalker. Okay, this guy right here, he goes to the gym and he works all of it. He's got really good triceps. Look, even his ear muscles are perky. I don't even think this here is a muscle you can work on. He's got extra muscles there in his junk area. And then this guy also has a really good gluteus maximus. They must be workout, but that's what this game is. These guys are workout buddies, and the relationship went south because one guy was always late when the other guy needed a spot. And so they started fighting out here in front of this statue lady. And then this is a dead person holding a sword. And this is called Landstalker, and that makes sense. There's a lot of land here, so I could definitely see where they got that from. This is the back of the box, and if you open it up inside, you'll see that once again, it's not a complete copy. That's how I got the discount, but I can find the manual later. To get in the box, get in the cart is the big thing, but there it is, man. That's Landstalker for the Sega Genesis. Alright, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed being back here in front of the camera, or at least behind it, to show you guys some of the stuff I have picked up lately. I'll be back soon for more pickups. Alright, guys, you take care.